A little bit of humor for these difficult times. A Latin babe. Fellow Toastmasters, I'd like to introduce you to a sexy Latin babe. A long-term companion. My wife Dorothy and I, we have been married for over 31 years, but this other relationship goes much, much further. Just recently, we celebrated 44 years since I first met her. Her name is Veronica. She is a typical South American beauty. And like most Paraguayans, she is a mixture of Spanish and Guarani. She's a little bit shy, probably will avoid eye contact, especially on internet or Zoom. Please help me welcome Veronica. Don't be shy. This is Veronica, my Paraguayan harp. During my childhood, I had to practice piano every Saturday morning when all my buddies were outside playing soccer. My parents insisted that I had to play an instrument, and if I so much detested piano, I should choose another instrument. Beside the piano, we had a guitar, flute, and an accordion. I would like to play a harp. Was my brilliant idea. We don't have a harp, my dad said angrily. Well, that is the only instrument that I am interested in. And since we don't have a harp, now I can go and play soccer. Goal! I scored! That was wonderful for a few weeks until I came home one day and my mom said, "There's something for you in the living room." There was a large present with a light blanket covering over it. My mom uncovered it and said, "Happy birthday. Happy 13th birthday, my boy." And I was left all alone with Veronica. There she stood, a mahogany, tanned, sexy babe. I didn't know what to do. She was all naked. I gently touched her. Her voice trembled, vibrating lightly as I touched the strings. The following week, a harp teacher arrived at our home. He manhandled her and tuned her up and started playing the first piece that I was supposed to learn. And during that time, one of the strings broke his ring finger nail. "Oh my God, my nail is half broken, and this evening, I still have a gig at a fancy restaurant," he said. Just a bit of information. To play this harp, you use every finger except the pinkies. They're only important when you're drinking tea with royalty. And on those 8 fingers that you use to play this harp, you want to have a bit of a nail of something like 1/8 of an inch in order to have a clearer sound. As I watched my teacher almost cry about his broken fingernail, I had another brilliant idea. Crazy glue. It worked! And within 5 minutes, when he test played his fingernail, Veronica was also very content that now he was far more gentle as he was trying not to break any more nails. The following year, my family moved into the country, into a smaller town. There I connected with another harp teacher who lived several blocks from our home. And so once a week, I would load up Veronica just like this and ride my bicycle all the way to my teacher's. She loved those rides. The faster I went, the more she enjoyed it. And as the wind was blowing through the strings, a gentle lullaby clanged through the area. And some say there's still this soft voice of Veronica that lingers on that picturesque country road if you very quietly listen for it. When I was 15, Veronica and I got far closer yet. One night in the middle of a sleep, my mom woke me and said, "We have a surprise visitors that have come. They're from Canada and they're in our living room and they spotted your harp and they would like you to play a piece." I woke up, I rubbed my eyes, and I was gonna get changed when my mom said, no, don't bother changing, just come in your pajamas and just play a little piece and then you can come back to sleep. As I entered the living room, there was a couple from Canada sitting on a couch, and beside them their 15-year-old dead drop gorgeous girl who was snickering at watching me in my pajamas take up Veronica. And I could sense Veronica was enjoying the fact that I was très embarrassed. She even tripped my fingers while I was trying to play, because she was a little bit jealous that I was so taken by this Canadian girl. Needless to say, I did not sleep very well. After moving to Canada, I was separated from Veronica for about 5.5 years. Then she heard I was getting married, and she begged my parents that she wanted to attend the wedding. My parents packed her up and sent her over as a wedding gift. This way I could have 2 concerts. For 31 plus years, Veronica has been living with us. And although she doesn't help with any of the house chores, and most days just sleeps, my wife has accepted her. I could even go as far as saying they are now fond of each other. And that is the story of the sexy Latin babe called Veronica. She just indicated she wouldn't mind playing just a little piece of a South American polka. That, ladies and gentlemen, was Veronica.